Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tennessee Titans franchise. If you guys missed last episode, please go watch it. It is the off-season episode. A lot happened over there. And yeah, you're going to look at our line. You're going to say, what are you doing? Obviously starting Jalen Duncan over Blake Freeland, who we traded for during the draft. Jalen Duncan just played super good on the left tackle when he started last year, so I'll give him an opportunity to start there. This is going to be the preseason episode, so there's going to be a lot of trial and error between everybody on the team now. We've got a very solid receiving group with some newbies, you know? We have Samori Toure, Chuck Downing, and Sean Chambers, Ole Miss guy. I think Chuck Downing was Mizzou, and we acquired Samori Toure via free agency. Obviously, new tight end in the building, Schillinger. I honestly don't know. Obviously, we have a new corner. He is a complete pillar on this defense and will be for a very long time. I can guarantee you that. So Whitfield will come in and play CB1 for us already, even though Roger McCreary technically is. He is the guy. I don't know why he's actually super far down the depth chart. I think it's because he's playing starting nickel. I don't know. I'll just have to put him up. I don't know why that was. Rashawn Montag, Jeffrey Simmons, Jonathan Allen, Harold Landry across the defensive line. New DNs, Bowles and Newton. And then we also have this freak athlete right here, Ezekiel Oakman. Unfortunately, just normal development out of LSU, about 270. Good speed and acceleration, as you guys could see, for a guy at 270 pounds. 73 finesse moves, not quite there yet. And block shedding will need a lot of upgrading before he's anywhere close to viable. So didn't really get the corner or the edge rusher to rely on when Harold Landry's injured, because he always is injured. Rashawn Montag really, it was good last year. I think 7.5 sacks, so that's good. Levante David's regression's pretty bad, but Joseph Klein is only getting better. He'll step in and probably be our number one linebacker all season long, with Aziz Al-Shaair and Levante David's assistants. And then Jalen Petrie and Amani Hooker make our safeties. I brought up, this is a corner we drafted. He is still listed at corner. This is Michael Denard. Michael Denard is out of Penn State. Really lengthy guy, 6'2", 180. He runs quite nice, and so I just thought I'd try him out at strong safety while the preseason's going before we head into the real season. And this guy right here, a guy we drafted last year based on traits at 6'3", 207, and he was actually a pretty great athlete. 94 acceleration, 93 speed. His coverages really haven't gotten better, but like I said, total traits guy, and we'll see how he can kind of play in the game as well. Let's head into these preseason games, have some fun, get some upgrades, get some young guys going, see how this new quarterback works out as well. Probably the highlight of the offseason. We got Jordan Love, and we'll go through these drills right here and just kind of go down the line, get some XP for some certain guys, and just maximize the time here. I should say more maximizing the, okay, wow, that was just depressing. The opportunities. Well, we have opportunities to gain XP. Why not go for it? So that's what we're doing here. We're 2,000 off. I'm just going to go with silver there. I don't want to sit here forever trying to get gold for every drill. Ooh, a skill point and 2,000 XP for Chuck Downing, the new rookie receiver. Not going to worry about that. We'll do trench battle. All right, I didn't do all the drills, but I just did the ones that I thought I was capable of getting silver or better, and we'll head into weekly strategy now. You guys don't need to see any of this. I'll just hop into the game. Ooh, I didn't even think about this. New focus players spots. Shaq Booth for sure. Jerome Whitfield doesn't exactly need to be in there. Didn't mean to do that. Change focus player. I like these three right here. Schillinger, Chuck Downing, Shaq Booth. Ooh, before we hop into the first game here, we actually have an upgrade already. What do we need from Chuck Downing? His routes are just bad, just straight up bad. So we'll look to improve that short route running. That'll be the slot archetype. And Chuck Downing will get +1 short route. We'll look to get that up to like a 72, and then we'll work on medium till it's up to a 74, etc., etc., etc. So his route running's good, and then he'll be an all-around great player. Zach Newton, though, this guy does a lot of finesse moves. He's a great athlete. 88 acceleration, 82. Block shedding could be a little bit better, though. I'd like him to be a little bit more balanced before he gets a lot better at just one thing. We'll try to balance him out a little bit. +2 block shedding's pretty good. It's up to 72. Now, finally, let's head into the first game. I've already been recording for 20 minutes. So all of the last season, we didn't have X factors activated, like to the point where we could see them on the field and whatnot. So we couldn't use abilities at all. I was so curious as to what it was. I finally figured it out. So now we actually have X Factors available to us, and I guess it'll just show our play art for literally everything. We'll come down, try to make a hit on Debo. Dude, Levante David feels slow as could be. I'm guessing regression definitely brought his change of direction and his speed down, because man, he feels a lot slower than he did last season, but it also has been a minute. No, do not tell me I have like stick drift or something. And obviously we have no more Kevin Byard, so it is literally just all, oh my god, Christian McCaffrey is going to break loose. Levante David's going to have to go for him. We can't. I was going to say we have Jalen Petrie now in a full-time starting safety spot instead of having playing kind of like a hybrid linebacker role last year after we traded for him. So that's a rough way to start this game, the preseason, the whole thing. This one will try to get up for the PAT, get in between the uprights, and this one is up and good. And we'll get the ball back. The ball back. Not the one back. The ball back. Here's the new Tennessee Titans quarterback. Looks a little constipated right now, but hey, Jordan Love, you don't need to be scared here, bud. We're going to be a little conservative. Decision-making is aggressive, but we're going to ignore that today, and we'll just make sure that we're a little bit more conservative. We're not going to come out. We're not going to give the doubters reasons to doubt. All right, we have a good quarterback, and we'll try to use him here today, as we will already be rolling out, throwing this one away, first play. And we have Jalen Reynolds back in action, start the season. He has a good rush for 6 yards to start this day off. We'll actually run after Nick Bosa, get out, and Jalen Reynolds has speed to get to that next level, and he's there. 2 rushes, 21 yards, starting off this season like he did last. Chuck Downing already seeing reps. This one was for KJ Hamler, just thrown inaccurately. And this momentum is really screwing us up already. This early, we'll get it out into Jalen Reynolds' hands, where he's so very good on these screenplays. Mind you guys, we are not going to be playing every single play, kind of just a drive or two on offense and defense, especially here in just this first game. And then as we get further in depth, actually, hang on, I do want to see whose fault that is, that the blocking really didn't. So it was Stevenson, the rookie left tackle on Nick Bosa, man. Dude, all the play art is just so screwed up, man. It's very annoying. We'll see what sort of trap lay was that. Gets McCaffrey right out into space. Our defensive line really underperforming as of right now. We'll spread our line out just in case they try to run outside again, and they do attack the middle this time, and I think that's Hooker coming up and making a good play. 5 rushes, 93 yards, and a touchdown for McCaffrey here early. Not the greatest look, and man, I hate this play art bull crap that's going on here. Like, I don't like that at all. They're going to give it out to McCaffrey again. Joseph Klein and Levante David are there for only a 3-yard gain this time. 3rd and 3. They are going to get this one out quick to the superstar tight end. Don't know who that is. It's George Kittle's backup, though. Who is that? Darwin. Very interesting, and you might anticipate they go back to the run here, and they do. McCaffrey is brought down late by Harold Landry. We have inside stuff, I believe, on both of our interior linemen, so I don't know how they haven't got to a TFL so far today. I'm not going to question it too hard. It is just game number 1, getting used to everything new, and it isn't even the real regular season to the point where we have to like worry about anything. It's kind of just a come up and make a play. Levante David can't, but Joseph Klein stops him from getting in the end zone at least. 1st and goal. We're gonna get back there, and it's an Azeez Al-Shaair interception. Don't take this one out of the end zone. We'll go down and we'll have it on the 20. We're gonna be testing the left side all day long with Stevenson on that side now. It looked like he did a great job against Bosa, but maybe Bosa was playing like a contain. Never really know on every single play how every single lineman's doing, so it gets a little confusing like this play art is. Oh my god, we'll just go for an open. Clyde Claxton couldn't get a block in time by KJ Hamler, but it still gets a good gain. And Nick Bosa is in the zone somehow, and we'll go for Carlos Diaz. This one's overthrown. Still trying to get at the right timing, or on the right timing, Jordan Love with the rest of his receivers here, just giving him excuses here and there for good reason. Didn't mean to punt this one away. We'll sim to the end of this game. I did not mean to say end of game here. We are going to come back, and we are going to be at the whatchamacallit, the time that the backups come in and play. Christian Harris is just an elite athlete, so I brought him in to play some linebacker for us. I think that's Daz Newsome there on the reception from Kellen Mond, who's under center for the 49ers now. Not exactly under center, but you get what I'm saying. He's playing quarterback for the Niners. This one's going to be down below. Number 12 this time. Kellen Mond comes out and shows that he might be a system quarterback. 1st and 10, maybe expect a run here. They do run the ball. Couldn't really do a whole lot there. Bridges still did a good job shaking loose loose of some contact. 2nd and 8, we are still without momentum, and that's going to screw us up, but try to have it underneath, and that's going to be a sack. Jeffrey Simmons in there playing against backups is not fair, and I will change that right now, actually. Joseph Klein, just going to get some extra snaps here today, accumulate some more XP, kind of just work with what we got. Who's creating pressure on that play? Mond will stay in. He remembered, like, hey, I'm a pocket passer now. I'm on the Niners. Couldn't run, I guess. I don't know what that was all about there. They'll try to put up 3. I'm sure they'll get it. We'll have Gregory, the backup middle linebacker, now playing towards the middle of the field, just in case anyone fakes or anything changes. This one's up and good. Might be Jake Moody there. Yep, it is. And we'll get the ball back. Will Levis and the backup offense will come out onto the field now, and we'll go for, is that Chigakonkwo? Oh, it's Trey McKitty. I forgot that we went out and acquired Trey McKitty in free agency as a depth option, and possibly someone that might get cut even with the draft pick. Schlillinger maybe goes down to the practice squad. We don't know yet. We haven't really made our mind up on anyone. I like Chambers a lot. Ole Miss guy can come out, maybe play the slot for us. Well, Will Levis gonna have to try to avoid some sort of pressure there. Defensive tackle gets in, and he's just faster than Will Levis, I guess. All right, I want to redo, even though we don't have any momentum at all. I want to redo at this backup offense, and we'll try to start off well with Tajay, who has just not been the type of guy we wanted him to be. Jalen Reynolds really emerged behind him last year, and then just took his job pretty much. And then Antonio Gibson ended up being better than Spears all season long, without a doubt. We'll go for, this is Chigakonkwo this time around. Gets up the field for a big gain. Work off play action again. We'll go a little bit of a on the roll. Chuck Downing up the field for another big gain. He's a lot bigger than I thought. 1st and 10. We will have Tajay Spears, who just gets locked into a weird animation. Let's try some Tyrion Davis Price. Well, this isn't gonna work out too well if I don't know Samori Touré's his whatever there. And we'll just go with Samori Touré, and this is going to be illegal lineman downfield, or whatever it is, like illegal blocker downfield. And it is illegal man downfield from us because it's an RPO, and I forgot you have to get rid of it like the Flash. You can't take any more than 0.2 seconds to make your mind up there. Kind of actually forgot what I called. And this I'm not running. I'm going to pass the ball here. 2nd and 13. You see Chigakonkwo right here? Yeah. Give me... Okay, never mind. Let's go, Chigakonkwo. Straight towards the inside, buddy. Move. Keep moving. See what our team can do on this play. We'll go for Chigakonkwo. This one undercut and made a great play there by the starting corner. Why the hell do they have Ward in there? That's not fair. Addison Reed with ease from the 50-yard line. Or I guess that's a 40. But you guys get what I'm saying. From a 50-yard kick, it was pretty easy. Addison Reed is up and good into the end zone. And now, never mind. I accidentally picked a play. Well, I'll be out of this game. Don't worry about it. We lose 24-34. I guess Will Levis is pretty good in simulation, to say the least. Tyrion Davis Price, maybe not the best. Chuck Downing got a little bit more attention. Sean Chambers, same thing, 3 catches. But not what I'm here for. Let's go ahead and finish this game up. Quarterback Nick James, a guy I picked up as a UDFA, is here now, and he needs medium accuracy, to say the least. But look at this throw on the run and under pressure as an improviser. I thought that was pretty good. How do we get middle? Right here. Strong arm, middle... or medium accuracy, right? Not middle. Who knows? Maybe he might even be an option. Here we go. We have another clean slate here, a clean game, and this one, huge blown coverage by Christian Fulton. Luckily, it wasn't the rookie embarrassing himself there. And we'll try to get in on a blitz here. We can't do that, and it's another blown coverage. It was not blown, obviously, but it's just like lackluster. Little bad. Bad look from our DBs to start this one off. Obviously not what we want. We'll have someone going out to play the deep flat. Not the deep flat. That's not a deep zone. That's just a deep zone. We'll try to get out and try to make sure Michael Carter doesn't have too much room. And it's all about trying to predict which hole he's going to come out of. Pause. But it's the truth. You're honestly looking at the line, you try to find the gap, and you try to get over that gap, and then if he picks up another blocker that's moving downfield to the 2nd level, that's where you can kind of end up, getting screwed. And wow, Jeffrey Simmons coming off. It looked like the edge, but it was definitely out of the middle, because that's where he plays. He plays defensive tackle, comes out and absolutely creams Justin Fields from what looked like the blind side. Jordan Love really hasn't flashed early as the guy. Will Levis, who knows, might even be able to take over this quarterback job by the end of preseason. considering he's even getting his first start in real life in this upcoming week here. And I mean, it just makes sense to start him in the game. If that's going to happen, he becomes the long-term starter, he does well, whatever. One thing leads to another, and obviously you might have yourselves a new starting quarterback. But Jordan Love was brought in to be the guy, and I just feel like that hasn't really been represented here early. And Jalen Reynolds will get some work up the field. He's so good on those inside zones. I don't want to just run the ball the whole time. We're trying to test the arm of Jordan Love, not Julian Love, but Jordan Love. That one out of range. It says out of reach. How is that good accuracy then? And we will snap the ball here and just give it to Reynolds underneath, who's going to try to make someone miss. Can't. He's only good for 4 yards. And that is the only throws Jordan Love seems to complete, are just the short, you know, maybe little dips and downs there. You never know. Chuck Downing, I want on like a further route than that, please, sir. And then if we can get Clyde Claxton slanting, that'd be a-okay with me for sure. And we'll look for KJ Hamler, who just beats Terrell Edmonds. And it was a greatly placed ball there. Love to see that. Don't want to... Nope, I don't want to favor that play. I'm just trying to switch that play. They realize it's a run audible, and they're going to try to, you know, make up for it, but they can't, and Reynolds is good for the first down. And we'll go for the rookie tight end. This one's just picked off. Got to the wheel route. He started the wheel route earlier than I expected. Oh, that's annoying. Going for the rookie tight end, like I said, that wheel route, I thought it'd take a little bit longer for him to kind of cut up, but he started early, and that put the throwing lane right in Terrell Edmonds' face. He was able to pick it off, capitalize off of it. So that'll leave us to play a drive with our starting defense, and then we'll go and play a few drives with the backup offense. Never mind, I forgot that we have to... I thought that it would just automatically put us on defense, but I guess I just wasn't really thinking. So we'll go to the change of possession here. We actually do go down and score, which is nice, but we're here for the defense. And wait, we already saw a drive from the defense. What am I doing? My brain is a little off the rails right now, but we'll try to just capitalize for this team. And there's the rookie getting burnt. That's annoying. I was hoping that wouldn't happen here in the preseason, but yeah, he just straight up got burned there. It's more man coverage, maybe playing his zone or whatever. He's good, trust me, but it's just kind of where he struggles. Oh my god, wow, what a breakup. Here we are, and we do have Tyrion Davis-Price in the backfield now versus Tyjae Spears, and he's good for 5 yards already. Well, Levis going to try to get to work here early. He'll try for the tight end, Chigakonkwo, and that works out quite nicely. I think for the last game, I will put Will Levis in that starting spot and see how he kind of works with it, because he can definitely disappoint still. But if he made that throw right there, that would have been a insurer that he's meant for the job. Thought we should try the run there, and only got 3 yards with Tyrion Davis-Price. I should probably just call him like Ty DP or something. And then we'll get Chigakonkwo, and that's a throw right there we need made. That throw needs to happen, needs to connect. And we'll get a drive now with the defense. 2nd and 8. They will look to actually pass the football here, and it will be delivered bad coverage by Christian Harris. We'll put the young, very small tight end here on, or not tight end, the quarterback under pressure, but hey, he did just fine under pressure, getting that ball out to Tommy Tremble, who was a free agent this last season. Must have been picked up, obviously, here by the Bears. And they're running a 3 tight end set, it looks like, over here on the right side. He's probably going to check down to the running back. No, instead he's going to throw it away. Smart quarterback. 3rd and 8. Curious what the play call is going to be here. It's probably going to be that pass, and this one almost picked off. Monty Hooker does a good job reacting to that. Is he playing like slot corner right now? I'm curious why he's in. He's definitely a starter. Oh, Bobby Brown, who we picked up. This just hurt his chances at making the roster. He just has an abdominal tear. That's rough for him. He's obviously going to miss some time. And we'll get it to Tyrion Davis-Price, who gets out in space, and he's good for 7. And we'll go to play action now after a successful run or two. Get this one in rhythm downfield to Samori Toure, who separates on the starting slot corner, Kyler Gordon. And he'll have the crosser, and he gets space. And Samori Toure, what a play. That was not intentional at all there, but is what it is. I'm curious who we'll have. Traylon Burks is in. Yeah, we're going to try to take advantage of that for sure. Just throw it up to the receiver. No. Okay. Burks was stumbling out of bounds. Probably would have been illegal touching anyways. What the hell was that? We'll get this backup receiving crew out there again with Will Levis, obviously, and we'll go for Chambers. This one is caught. Nice in traffic rhythm throw here. Just trying to find something for Will Levis to latch onto, some sort of momentum he could carry with most of his throws as we go into this game. Can we get someone to come across for us? Not really, and Levis is good for a yard. And this one is snapped, and we'll go to Chigakonkwo. Just a nice quick read by the third year quarterback, Will Levis. I think he's 26 at this point even. So he's been in the league for a minute already. I think he's the same age as Jordan Love anyways. Chuck Downing has been not used as much as I'd like. I'm not going to force it to him. This one just picked nope. Okay, that's interesting. Noah Sewell, I believe that is. Just thought that would be our check down. And wow, do we have bodies there? And oh my God, I was going to say, if somehow Carlos Diaz caught that ball, that would be quite a fun catch and a fun throw even. I see Chambers. He has a free release, and we'll try to get it to him immediately. Get up the field. Sean Chambers, Ole Miss graduate. No. Oh, man. He was like our 4th round pick. He's projected in the 2nd round. Hidden development. We might have something here with Sean Chambers, but I wouldn't jump to conclusion. We obviously have Clyde Claxton and Chuck Downing, who would both play in front of him, and for good reason. Chuck Downing was a little open there. Turk Stevenson still in the game, who's clearly a starter. Both the mic and the read is over there, so we will just go with the... Okay, never mind. Just gonna have to throw this one away. What the... that play's broken. And we will not hand this one off. And let's go for the rookie Chuck Downing, who has the ball. Gets a block from Samori. It's not good enough. He's down to the 1. Chuck Downing, a little slow acceleration there. I'm not really feeling the juice that I thought he might have. I mean, hey, he's still a good receiver, right? Like, we're not going to overreact at this point here. Just going to have to throw this one away. Nothing happening. Read option, and we will just hand this one off. It's Tyrion Davis Price, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown for him. And I think we've seen enough today from this backup offense and defense. So we'll just go to the next game. One new injury, that is going to be Bobby Brown. Okay, he's only out 4 weeks. He's a good depth option. We don't really have anybody else in that interior. Maybe we sign someone else, but I don't see that happening. We'll just advance to week 3 of the preseason. Training camp standout. Give it to me. Ooh, Coach Joseph Klein had a strong camp and has continued to build on that this preseason. Where has he improved most? Probably his football IQ. It's just the more you play, the better you get, and the more seasoned you get, the more experience you gain, and the more you could take out of it. And so we'll just go with play rec there for sure. Gold for Chuck Downing in wide receiver battle. Just found stuff that works, and so now I'm pretty confident in that drill. Ooh, we actually have some players to upgrade. Chuck Downing, one of them. He's already progressing so fast. It's got to be the hidden development. Like, that's what's probably propelling him right now. Like, once again, we just need short route to go up, and we'll do that with the slot upgrade, where he's actually probably going to play a majority of the snaps this season. Is probably just in that slot role. Did we even get a short route upgrade? I feel like kind of robbed there. And Chigakonkwo, who is still in that starting tight end. We have 3 very viable tight ends right now, and it kind of just comes down to what they play well. And I'm sure all 3 of them will find play time for sure. And Chigakonkwo being a vertical threat. And this one will give him awareness, juke move, medium route, pass block, all that good stuff. And that will be our upgrades heading into the last game of the preseason. And this one to Alvin Kamara, who will be stopped after just 1 yard. First play of Thursday night primetime football. We are being featured right now on the big screen. We are under the lights. We are under a lot of attention here today, and we've got to play well. We've got some quarterback controversy, obviously. Might be a reason for us being primetime. They said, hey, we got some fun matchups coming up here. We've got a pretty good defense and team in the Saints to go against here and test both Will Levis and Jordan Love in their new role. Might even switch offensive playbooks by the time the season starts even. And wow, Juwan Johnson, what a play, catch, and run. We're bringing the blitz, and it's a bad time to bring it as, wow, that was just a juke and a half by Alvin Kamara, who continues not to get plowed. And there's our physical cornerback coming up and following up, making that final tackle, putting Kamara to the ground. I'm so excited for Whitfield, man. He is such a good cornerback, and I think that he should be very, very, very good as this season goes on, as the series goes on even, and as he's Al-Shire and Amani Hooker hooking up to make that tackle. And Kamara first down and fighting for extra. Gets a lot there. He's averaging for more than, averaging more than 6 per carry, almost on that 7 mark, just 1 yard off. And I mean, what else can we do than spread the line and bring a linebacker up, to play at least one of those spots. And Allen can't even bring down Kendre Miller, but luckily Amani Hooker can. Kendre looks, wow, he looks huge. And we just have the line all messed up there. And look at Whitaker in coverage on one of the better receivers, or was at some point. But Eddie Stevenson was our first pick, Shaq Booth, Chuck Downing, and then Jerome Whitfield was our fourth pick, and he is the highest rated at a 76, almost 77. This will be interesting. I'm sure they'll try to run it, and they do. And they get it to Kamara, and there's nothing we can do about it. And Will Levis will come on. Like I said, he'll play QB1 in tonight's game. It just makes sense. We need to see him with this first-team offense before we really make our decision. Jordan Love's probably gonna play. I'll say that right away. We brought him in to be the starting quarterback here, and nothing has changed. Will Levis, we've seen him under center before as soon as the to end last season, and he wasn't good at all. So, honestly, at this point, it's going to be a very uphill battle for Will Levis to start, and Jordan Love's going to have to make a lot of error for it to be a question. And Clyde Claxton, something he does really well is catch the ball and run. We did a little bit of a gear change on him. He's now wearing the tuck sleeves. He's not really wearing the sleeves out. He's got a little undershirt on. I was thinking about a little bit of some turf tape, but didn't think it would be necessary as Reynolds has space up the middle of the field. Unfortunately, we don't have jukebox yet. Schillinger is lined up out wide. I would like to get that matchup going at some point. Can't, but we do have a rolling out Will Levis who connects with Chigakonkwa, who was rolling the same way later on that play. Don't mean to be rhyming here, but I mean, it's working out anyway. So we got a single high safety here. This might be working in our favor if we can find an opening. Nope, instead we're under pressure right away. I think that's Reed Blankenship. What a play. Nope, definitely not Reed Blankenship. Sorry, Reed. This is where we need Will Levis's big arm and his talent to put us in a good spot, and he does. And the rookie tight end can't bring that one in. That's tough. It was a perfectly placed ball from Will Levis. That's unfortunate. And rolling off the edge, what a play by Derek Carr. And wow, what a hit by Jalen Petrie. What a find. Just had too much time in the pocket, but what a play, man. Rolling out left, finding a receiver about 20, 30 yards down the field. Just finds it and rifles it when he sees it. Good play by Derek Carr, no doubt about it. And this one will not be a run, but something we got to look out for is definitely Chris Olave, and we're doing a bad job of that so far. Maybe we could give him a late hit or two. We're going to come up and play some aggressive defense, and that works out in our advantage. Jonathan Allen gets off his block, finds his way into the end, or into the backfield. This one going to be a run again too. Joseph Klein comes up and makes a no gain for Alvin Kamara. 3rd and 11, they'll look to convert now, and they are going to go for the rookie corner who slacks up and just allows the catch late. That's one thing you can't do when the quarterback's improvising. You have to stick with the guy. You have to really get creative. You have to think like the receiver would, trying to escape out right there. And look at the sack. Harold Landry flying off that end. Or out that edge. This one is not going to be a run. This one will just be a quick out, and Jawan Johnson will be pushed out after a nice gain about 9 yards. 3rd and 8 now, and I'm sure we will not see a run here, but maybe a quick little decision. This one just barely, that window throw got there, but Jalen Petrie knocked it out. He's been active when we've seen him on the field. So Will Levis is going to come out, and we're going to actually try a new group of receivers. I already put the receivers where they need to be. I just forgot to mess with the tight end. So we'll have Schillinger will be the starter. Okay, that's what I wanted. And so what we'll actually come out with is Clyde Claxton out wide, Downing out wide, Schillinger at starting tight end, and KJ Hamler in the slot. This could work a lot better. Didn't even see Cam Jordan. Oh my God, he like hid behind Will Levis, and that's a sack and a half for Cam Jordan, and nothing we really did about it helped. And what will we do here? We'll go to the rookie tight end, Schillinger, who just needs to get up the field a little quicker. Catch and run trait would be nice. Cam Jordan goes down. That's also nice. Now, this will be a lot just rolling left here with Schillinger and Jalen Reynolds, who will find underneath. Just needs to turn up and get the yardage necessary, and does. Covers the ball on the hit and gets the yardage needed. Will Levis has come out and taken command for sure. He's been putting in the work this offseason. It shows. He's been learning the offense. He knows the checks. He knows where to let it up. And this one to the tight end over top, makes the pass. I did not know that was the route that the tight end was on there. That could have been risky. 2nd and 10. We'll go Chuck Downing just quickly. Very nice. And he's going to push for yards. Yeah, bye-bye Traylon Burks. He is gonna be phased out of this offense sooner than later. That's exactly the receiver we moved out of this offense, was indeed Treylon Burks. I mean, come on, he really hasn't done anything, and I mean, you might like him in real life here, and oh my god, this one's just gonna be picked off. Yikes. Big arm, good arm talent, made it there pretty accurately, not gonna lie, but 39 is just able to strap up, make the play. Yeah, bad decision by me overall. I wouldn't say that's a Will Levis, fault play. He's still probably behind Jordan Love for the starting job. I just like the improvising, and more for Jordan Love just in general. All things about him. A.T. Perry's getting some work here. We now have the backup offense out here, and as you see, there's still no there's no Treylon Burks, so that gets a little interesting. I was expecting there to be Treylon Burks. Inaccurate throw. Will Levis is still in. What? We have Jordan Love in, Chambers in the slot, Burks and Samori Toure out wide, and then Chigakonkwo at tight end. But in case, oh wow, what blocking situation there. Jesus, they just let the defensive player right in, and that sucks. Here we are, 3rd and 6. We have to make something happen here. And we'll go for the running back. Nothing really going. Oh, man. 4th and 6, 31-yard line. We'll kick this one in. Addison Reed's kick is up and good. We're going to have to get him a better number than number 40, and I'll have to set his superstar ability up because we can actually use those now. I didn't even think about it. I'm pretty sure Jake Haener is the one out of Fresno State, so they have 2 Fresno State quarterbacks under center. I have to check, actually, because I'm unsure about that. Haener is the one. Which one's the one out of Houston? Shoot. It was Jake Haener. You're not going to tell me his college? You kidding? But, yeah, Derek Carr was definitely Fresno State, and Jake Haener... He was Fresno State. I'm like not 100% sure about it, but I'm sure about it. And number 85, wow, breaks loose, has a nice gain. Yep, we're on autopilot here, and we're going to allow a huge gain just simply because I was looking at Jake Haener, and yes, it is Fresno State. And then I'm pretty sure Derek Carr, if I remember correctly, which I do, because Davante Adams and him were teammates at Fresno State. Me as a Green Bay fan, knowing a lot about Davante Adams, like you can connect the dots throughout the league if you wanted to with like literally everybody, every team, everywhere. You'd know that the Saints like to draft a lot of Ohio State, wide receivers typically, but players in general, I'm pretty sure. And other than that, it is yeah, just pretty explanatory there that they like Fresno State for quarterbacks. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Derek Carr had some connection with Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener and said, hey, make sure to draft that guy pretty late. He's a traitsy guy. He might be pretty good. Accuracy's hit or miss. But hey, what do I know? I don't like Derek Carr, by the way. That's what you guys need to know about me. Don't like Derek Carr. Never have, never will. Christian Harris trying to make a great play. Still got the first down. But hey, great play by Christian Harris. Nice block shed. Stands Kendre up at the line. 1st and 10. Haener, I'm telling you, throw the running back. He won't. Instead, wow, he won't even get cracked. I thought Jake Haener might actually have some good speed on him. DJ Wanham goes down. You gotta be joking. 1st and 10. Probably gotta watch for the run right here. It's just not a run. A.T. Perry might be running wild right there. Christian Harris, great tackle. He might find himself some playing time so far. Dang it. Ezekiel Oakman, the crazy athlete, will end up getting out of this game with an injury, which is very unfortunate. I wanted to see if we can get him a sack by the time the good old preseason's gone, but it doesn't look like it. Holloway, another traitsy guy at outside linebacker. He'll work inside, and Jeffrey Simmons with the DJ Wanham injury will work back onto the field, and it's going to be just clinically insane and unfair, as Jeffrey Simmons has double or nothing defensive rally and inside stuff. That's quite fun. I'm going to not use Christian Harris here. Instead, wait, why is Christian Harris doing that? Don't do that. Why was he running the other way? Not fair. They wanted the 3rd and 8, and they'll get it. That's annoying. 1st and goal. This one not going to be a throw, or not going to be a run. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. This one will be a pass, and it will be completed. I believe that is Foster Moreau, who, oh, no, it is not. It's Iglesias. I don't know. Alex Woodbury did wrap up, though. Might see some playing time this upcoming season. He was a good player for us. Great late round pick for us late last season. Wow, look at the white boy go into the end zone. Look, you can't even tell he's wearing gloves right now. That's how white he is. Dumb cracker. Ooh, Chigakonkwo might work open here if that DB is in a lower zone. Unfortunately, he is not, but we do have a nice catch and run. Samori Toure, he's flashed a little bit. Might see some play time. I doubt it, but hey, with enough injuries and a Treylon Burks sitting issue where he might just not get reps. Hint, hint. I don't know what I'm going to do with Treylon Burks. Honestly, it's just kind of fun to play with a storyline. will go for him here. And he has time, he has concentration, and he has space to work up the sideline there after getting a nice catch and run situation, breaking free of a few zones. Jordan Love hanging in there, making a great throw under pressure that we have not ever seen. I don't think we've had a good throw in pressure or under pressure all season long or all series long in that fact. Jordan Love has just been good coming out here with the backups. Has very little time in the backfield, but it doesn't really seem to phase him. That is something that I liked about him, was him and his intelligence just did a better job with pressure than the other two quarterbacks we had on roster. Malik Willis obviously got traded this last offseason after starting basically all season for us. So I don't know what you guys can really do with that information. I'm just kind of letting you guys know that wasn't the, yeah, I don't know. Just throwing this ball away. I'm going to stop talking too. I guess what I'm trying to say is we're basically starting from scratch in the quarterback room. Our starter last year, just not our starter this year, and overthrown just a tad, overthrowing Tyjae Spears. That one's a hard one to time, and I'm sure that it's not just Jordan Love's fault there on that one. I'm sure we'd see problems with just about every quarterback we've ever had throwing. That will go for Tyjae. That one's a Jordan Love issue. Under pressure? No. That's barely pressure. 4th and 10. We'll see who can try to get open here. This one's just going to be picked off, yeah. Samori Toure, I just thought the underneath opened up a little bit, or was pinched down a little bit. So guys from the middle might move down. Samori on his way up. Might have worked out. Didn't. And that's rough. Christian Harris has exceeded expectations so far here today. Picked him up as a depth guy to come in and play when we need someone or someone gets gassed. We'll have a heavy blitz coming towards the middle of the field, just trying to stop the run. And we do just that, barely holding on there. It is Patton. Denzel Patton, I believe his name is, the backup free safety, filling in some time, just trying to get better this preseason. And Kendre Miller doesn't get the first down. We'll call a timeout. We'll get the ball back, hopefully. I want to see some good stuff here from Jordan Love. This drive is kind of not make or break right here, but this is an important drive for Jordan Love and his Titans career. Does get that ball out, luckily. No one got open. Literally everyone was clamped. And that was good holding up against this defensive line. Never mind. I was going to say it was. It definitely was last play, not this play. Orgy. That guy's last name is Orgy. Now, that might be the most immature thing I've said like all series long, but it's freaking true. There's no way that guy's name is Orgy. This one, lobbing up. It's dropped by Sean Chambers. Jordan Love did a good job to deliver the ball at least, but nothing else really going. Sean Chambers trying to get himself a flag there or something, or not get himself a flag, trying to get a flag called, maybe, I don't know. And this one was for Traylon Burks. We don't have time in the pocket. I was gonna praise the offensive line until it all breaks down and we got buried in the backfield. Not a good job there from our backups on this offensive drive. And that'll pretty much do it for me in this this preseason. One new injury, I'm guessing it's the abdominal tear for Ezekiel Oakman. He'll be back sooner than later. He will not get cut, I promise you that. We need to cut 20 players. I'm gonna go over everybody here and I'll let you guys know who we end up cutting. I think actually first things first, I'll just go ahead and add people to the practice squad. We'll cut Bernard McLeod, the old what are they called? They are called something. The old fullback we drafted last year just hasn't really panned out. Colton Dowell, you're gone. Bo Melton, you're gone. David Vincent, you can stay on roster. Emmanuel Judge, you can stay. Joseph Scott, you're a practice guy right here. Dre Dyson, your practice squad. And everybody else in here, I hate having this many receivers, man. I like David Vincent a lot. I'll show you guys. Nope, I accidentally just moved him to the practice squad. Sick. I don't want David Vincent getting picked up from anybody else. Signed from practice squad, yes, please. To a 1-year, $2.33 million. He's basically, you can go up and get it wherever the hell he is. But that is a lot of money to sign a 69 overall rookie receiver out of Oregon who hasn't, proved anything for us. Meant to click on his player card here. So 87 speed, 87 acceleration. Obviously horrible, but catching traffic. Look at his spec catch. 91 jumping. His release isn't bad. He's just a huge physical specimen too. 6'5", 226. Trey McKitty he'll be gone. He can't join the practice squad. If he could, I'd put him there, but he can't. And everybody else up here, I'm not cutting any of those guys. Those are all great players. Josh Campbell, I'm going to keep him around. We'll cut John here, old John, the right tackle, and I moved a backup center to the good old, what do they call it? The practice squad. We'll cut Isaiah Bolden. We'll move Emmett Boston to the practice squad. He's just a simple man-to-man guy right here. Dalton Bassey or Batsey, not Bassey, Bassey. I want all these guys. It's crazy. I need to make trades if I'm going to get rid of any of these guys, because honestly, I just like them too much. We're not going to cut Shaq Griffin. What is the penalty on him? Of 2.4. So we actually just open up 0.1. So we have $100,000 worth of cap space if we cut him. We do not recommend cutting that player. Why? Why? I want to... we need to just cut 4 more. Mike Brown, you're gone. Daryl Patton. I was right about his name, by the way. Did I call him Denzel? I definitely called him Denzel. So I was wrong about his name. And I guess we loop back around. Samori Toure is probably going to have to go. I hate that. I love Samori, man. Nebraska. He went to Nebraska for college. Signed him onto a long-term deal to kind of come in and just play good ball for us. He showed what he could do the preseason. Oh, man. David Vincent. Practice squad or cut? Practice squad. Any, meeny, miny, mo. Go practice squad. Just put Josh Campbell down to the good old practice squad. Zach Newton will stay on roster. DJ Wanham definitely stays on roster. Jaden Peavy, 100%. Marquez Holloway, you're good, right? You're fine. Marquez Holloway, I feel like we can put him on the practice squad because there's no chance he leaves us. He's just a pure, I mean, he's not really spectacular at anything. He's just a good athlete that has a little bit of upside. So I think it was left outside linebacker. Marquez, you're down to the practice squad, and that will be the roster. Ooh, we have a lot of stuff to go into next episode to start off with. Season goal, draft class, and scouts, all this good stuff. So that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. Go down, subscribe, go watch any of the past content on the channel, especially if you like this sort of video. All the rest, I can guarantee you will enjoy. That'll be all for me. Thank you for watching. Deuces!